Hello and welcome to another PlanetDestiny video. Today we'll be comparing the exotic machine guns Super Good Advice and Thunderlord. Before we get started, I should note that I won't be taking these weapons' elemental damage into account. If you're looking for an arc burn weapon, use Thunderlord. If you need a solar burn weapon, use Super Good Advice. Okay, first, let's start off by looking at the perks of each of these weapons. Thunderlord has Feeding Frenzy, which will increase the reload speed after a kill, and then the choice of Perfect Balance to increase stability, Field Scout to increase the magazine size from 38 to 60, or Flared Magwell to increase the reload speed. The unique perk of Thunderlord is Lightning Rounds, which will cause the weapon to speed up its rate of fire as you shoot it, provided you never let go of the trigger. The Lightning Rounds perk also has a hidden ability, which causes some enemies to explode, similar to Firefly, but it doesn't require a precision shot. Super Good Advice, hereby referred to as SGA, has Crowd Control as its fire perk. This will increase the damage from the weapon for about 3 seconds after a kill. For second tier choices, you have Single Point Sling, which will increase the weapon swapping speed and movement speed while aiming down sights, Hand Loaded to increase the range, and Flared Magwell to increase the reload speed. The unique perk is also called Super Good Advice, and it will cause missed rounds to be returned to the magazine. This has an extremely high chance of occurring, unlike some of the other perks out there. When we look at just the base stats of these weapons, Thunderlord pretty much wins in every possible category. Its impact, range, stability, and reload are all well above SGA's. The only category that SGA wins on is its rate of fire and base magazine size. Funny enough though, Thunderlord can also have a faster fire rate if you take advantage of the Lightning Rounds perk by holding down the trigger for an extended time, and can have a larger magazine size if you use the Field Scout perk. Even for hidden stats, Thunderlord has aim assistance, which is at 90, while SGA's is at a low 30. Thunderlord also has the ability to really customize the weapon to your specific playstyle. Its perks will let you choose between faster reload, higher stability, or larger magazine size with Field Scout. SGA doesn't really have that option, as the choice between Single Point Sling, Hand Loaded to increase your range, and Flared Magwell is a very simple choice. You end up picking Flared Magwell since the reload speed is just so low out of the box. When it comes to using the weapons, Thunderlord is again a very clear winner. Its high stability means that you can fire off bursts or continuous volleys and hit your target pretty much every single time. The stability of SGA is something that was addressed in the exotic weapon patch a while back. Even with its higher stability now, its recoil is very unwieldy, making sustained fire nearly impossible. If you do anything other than short bursts, then your rounds just won't hit their mark. Thunderlord's high impact will also make short work of whatever you point it at. As far as damage goes on tier 1 enemies, Thunderlord will be doing 849 to the head and 306 to the body. This means about 1 to 2 headshots or 3 to 4 body shots depending on enemy type. For tier 2 enemies, Thunderlord will be doing 382 to the head and 306 to the body, so about 5 headshots or 7 body shots depending on enemy type. In PvP, Thunderlord can be expected to do 64 headshots and 51 body. This means it'll take both 4 to the head or 4 to the body to take someone down. It means it's just less reliant on precision damage. Super Good Advice, on the other hand, tier 1 enemies will be taking 485 damage for headshots and 194 body, so about 2 to 3 headshots and 4 to 6 body shots depending on enemy type. For tier 2 enemies, you'd expect a low 219 to head and 175 to the body, or about 5 to 7 headshots and about 7 to 9 body shots depending on enemy type. In PvP, Super Good Advice will be doing 37 for a headshot and 29 to the body, so 7 body shots or 6 headshots to take down someone. If you have crowd control active, then it will only take 6 body shots or 5 headshots to take someone down. Now, why would you ever really want to use Super Good Advice? Stat-wise, it doesn't even compare to Thunderlord. Well, SGA comes into its own when you look at its unique perk called Super Good Advice. Every round that you fire has an extremely high chance of being returned directly to the magazine, provided it doesn't hit anything. To demonstrate, here's me trying to actually empty the magazine. I'll just leave that running in the bottom corner there. Even the most seasoned heavy machine gun owners will miss some shots in a burst or from sustained fire, and you never really realize how many you miss until you go and look back at some footage of it. Super Good Advice takes that element of machine guns out of the equation. The recoil is very unwieldy though on its own, but the Super Good Advice perk makes up for it since those missed rounds will probably go right back into the magazine. You just have to get into the habit of burst firing it to actually damage something. And I should be done emptying the magazine about now. It took roughly 30 seconds to empty the mag that time. It can last even longer though if RNG is on your side. In the end, Thunderlord really is the clear winner in both PvP and PvE. Its extremely high damage output is complemented by its perk set that actually allows the wielder to customize it to their own playstyle. It genuinely feels like an exotic weapon in both flavor and practicality. When we look at super good advice, it just falls flat in all areas. Its damage is very low for both PvP and PvE, even with the crowd control perk active. Its perk list is not built around customization, but around trying to squeeze the most performance possible out of the weapon. Finally, it sadly just doesn't warrant its exotic status aside from the quest line associated with it and its unique ability to return rounds to the magazine. If you need a solar damage heavy machine gun, I would just use a legendary one, since SGA is not worth the exotic slot. I hope you found this comparison video helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.